Good morning to my fellow history lovers and people with curious minds that just like to learn. We are on question number 5 of 6 of the French and Indian War from the Professor Noggin series. And the question today, most Native Americans fought for what country during the French and Indian War? And the answer to that is with the French. And we talked about the fact that the French saw them more as trading partners and often married into tribes. And the British were kind of coming in more to take land. But something I didn't know much about, and I thought this was interesting. This is from the book Through Indian Eyes. This is our Reader's Digest book. And this is the story of Mary Jemison. So she was taken at about age 15, taken hostage by the Seneca. And she lives with them. And in fact, she marries into the tribe and has a child. And after the French and Indian War, the British government says we'll give bounties to get back the people who were taken hostage. So Mary Jemison is given the option to go back, but she chooses not to. She said she'd rather stay. This is her family now. And she ends up staying there her whole life. She's married twice, has children and grandchildren, ends up very respected by both Native and non-Native groups. But what I hadn't realized was the extent to which hostages were taken on both sides. So the Native tribes were taking hostages, and so were the British. So the British would take hostage both children and adults, and often from the more powerful, like chief tribe families, and then use them to exchange prisoners. So that's a bit horrifying when you think of children in these situations. And one thing I'm just going to quote, those of you who are reading our John Adams book, he said specifically, I study war so that my children will have the liberty to study, I think he said, philosophy and mathematics. But I think when I go through all of these war stories, it makes you realize how important it is to choose peace any and every time we can. Nobody wants to be in a war. But anyway, thank you for letting me share about the French and Indian War, and I will see you tomorrow for our last question, number 6.